Thank you so much, Becky, for those kind words. I shudder to imagine that I can do justice to an introduction after President Mandela, but I will try. And I will take right from his line, and that is, he is celebrating, as we all are here, the power of partnerships. And I celebrate Synergos and you, Peggy, because for 2 decades, partnership has been the Synergos watchword. We're all here, I think, because we share the bedrock idea that we can only create change around the world by partnering, by engaging local communities, by cultivating local expertise and institutions, and by bringing people together from across so many sectors, because these problems are so complicated, they're so difficult, but they're not intractable if we partner. Bob, to you and your colleagues, all of us are excited about your efforts to expand and elevate the work of Synergos, and we thank you. We have found you a terrific partner, and we're looking forward to continuing to work alongside you. I think the recognition that this work requires us to work together, to think together, to break down boundaries, to get rid of silos in our own work. These are problems that require not only partnership and collaboration, but they require the knowledge, the energy, the interest, the substance that is coming now from so many different disciplines in order to find innovations and find new solutions, and to work together with policymakers and philanthropic leaders and scholars and community activists and donors is a real privilege for all of us. And leaders in this effort, really, who have been so extraordinary and have provided a beacon for so much work in the areas of global health and global development, are our colleagues at the Gates Foundation. And so it's a special privilege for me, a real honor for me, to introduce this year's second David Rockefeller Bridging Leadership awardees, Bill Gates, Melinda French Gates, and William Gates Sr. We honor them for their leadership and work in promoting health and development and education around the world. They are revolutionizing access to vaccines, and Bill Sr. talked about it a bit tonight. It is stunning to go around the world and travel with them or travel after them and really hear how many lives they have touched and what an extraordinary impact they are making on village after village, country after country, child after child. They are working on developing antiretroviral drugs, new kinds of vaccines, other tools to fight dreaded diseases in the developing world, and they are supporting groundbreaking research, fundamental research, to discover health solutions that are effective and, importantly, affordable. They're partnering with beneficiaries to help more people in more places lift themselves out of poverty and hunger, helping small farmers improve productivity and access to markets, and facilitating access to loans, new forms of insurance to individuals and families and communities so that they can get enterprises off the ground, weather setbacks, and build assets. Here in the United States, the Gates Foundation's high school reform program is generating a dramatic impact on the small schools movement and on the shape and substance of the high school curriculum all around the United States, of course, but we're seeing it and feeling it locally in New York City and watching its impact. And they're wiring millions of low-income Americans into the information economy of the 21st century, expanding access to technology through public libraries in low-income neighborhoods. But we honor the leaders of the Gates Foundation, these extraordinary 3 individuals tonight, more than for just what they do, but truly for how they do it, for reaching out for strategic partnerships, leveraging investments, focusing always on the results of their work and much less on who gets credit for it. I've watched them time and time again as they think through ideas and they roll up their sleeves and they dive into knowledge and they examine data and they fight about the difficult issues. They're not looking for easy solutions, they're looking for the right answers. And they pick big problems and they worry through them. John D. Sr. talked about scientific philanthropy. something that we feel privileged to try to emulate, and it is very much a cornerstone of the work of the Gates Foundation, and we've been privileged to partner in an Alliance for an African Green Revolution and work we're doing in vaccine development and work we're doing in New Orleans, and watching them and thinking with them and learning from them has just been an extraordinary treat, and we are all grateful. A century ago, John D. Rockefeller Sr. and Andrew Carnegie founded the field of philanthropy by giving large sums of wealth to support innovative solutions to the biggest problems of that day. Not to, as John D. Sr. said, put Band-Aids on weeping wounds, but to attack root causes. Today, the Gates family is brilliantly building on that tradition, redefining the landscape of philanthropy for the 21st century, pushing far beyond the hidebound parameters of traditional grant-making, developing and searching for and demanding scalable and sustainable interventions, and demanding measurable outcomes and impact. William Gates Sr. is representing the Gates family tonight, and it's my honor to present to him this award. After a career in public service and the law, he serves today as the co-chair of the Gates Foundation, guiding its strategic direction and advocating on behalf of poor and vulnerable people around the world. He is also a co-founder and co-chair of the Initiative for Global Development, among so many other important roles that he is fulfilling. We at the Rockefeller Foundation are very proud to represent the philanthropic tradition of so many of us here tonight, especially David and Peggy and the family as we celebrate this award. Bill, we are honored to work with you and work alongside you and Bill and Melinda. We are inspired by your genuine sincerity, by your enormous generosity, enormous and wonderful personal dedication, and the extraordinary impact that you've had as individuals, as a family, and as a foundation. On behalf of all of our colleagues, congratulations.